Friends, is it safe to assume ye know how to light a room with a lamp or ceiling light? Flip the switch, it's blazing bright. Now, I pray you, realize. So again, now I pray you, realize it is of the room, the size, not the same, and by no means 2,000,000 times bigger. Please. Is it miles and miles away? So what I'm asking you, okay, this lamp on the ceiling here, right up here. Let me see here. So this lamp on the ceiling, is it miles and miles away? This lamp here, is it miles and miles away from this room? Okay. Think about it, please. I pray. Common sense is oh so needed. God a warning gave. Let's heed it. Paul said, grievous wolves would come and arise from us among, and the flock by no means spare. In other words, they don't care. They are children sacrificing. And that's on the cake, the icing. Why are we defending them? Because we're in a lion's den? By the way, we're sacrificing children too. Pre-born infant sacrifice, also known as son and daughter sacrifice, and I made an acronym out of it. SADS. SADS. Also known as, quote-unquote, abortion, or a woman's stupid right to choose. That's right, stupid right to choose. And of course, I don't mind her making choices. I'm talking about the death choice. I'm talking about the get violated choice. The sacrifice your son or daughter right out from inside of you choice. That's stupid right to choose. Right there. Wake up. Stop defending these people. Same people that tell you that the earth is a globe. Stop defending them. And we don't think God can shut the lions' mouths? Let us have guts. Without faith, no way we can please our God. We can't fear man. Is the silliness so vain? Daddy, help us. What a pain. Dad, I pray thee, hold us tight. People are so blind to the light. Look, it's right there. It's called light. Stop being blind to it. And they fight it. Don't want to acknowledge the truth so true. As with the man in John chapter 9, who had formerly been blind, find us and us hold again. Take their toll, hard-hearted men. So what I'm talking about is when that formerly blind man was thrown out by the silly, ridiculous, hard-hearted Pharisees, Yeshua or Jesus found him. And I'm asking him to find us, those of us who have also been cast out and thrown out for doing the right thing, saying that the earth is flat, which is right. But no, people harden their hearts against it. Makes me roar so loud. They again must think, who cares? So, find us and us hold again. Take their toll, hard-hearted men. They again must think, who cares? And have sown among the wheat such tares. And of course, the tares look like wheat, but they are no good to eat. No matter what the enemy us calls, they're the ones whose case is false. And Goliath sure looked strong, but was on the side of wrong. And he foolishly presumed, and like him, the globe is doomed. I care, but I don't care how. Many people believe it now. They're just of sheep, one lost herd. Make no mistake, flat's the word. Once again, the lamp ceiling light. Small and local. Friends, good night. I wrote that when it was evening, so that would be why I said good night. And seeing as I'm reading it out now, I'll say good afternoon. And again, once again, there's the ceiling light. Small and local. Lamp. Small and local. Both of them are in the room. They're a fraction of the size of the room. And then over my shoulder, you can see the light coming in the window from the relatively small and local sun. And I wanted to ask a quick question. Is this kindergarten? Are we in kindergarten right now? Or wait a sec, are we in grade 5 right now? Because one of my nieces, she's in grade 5. And I was writing in the snow, TEIF. And she asked me what I was writing, so I told her. She wanted to know what it meant, of course. So I was very careful to tell her that it was an opinion so controversial. Even her dad didn't agree with it. So I told her the earth was flat. And I was just explaining a little bit of the reason I believe that. So, at my parents' house, they have a ball that's in the shape of a supposed globe, about 3.5 inches in diameter. So I had decided to pace out the distance, the supposed distance to the false and made up fake overinflated sun that sun worshippers have foisted on us. And I realized that that would involve walking just a little bit past my sister and brother-in-law's place, and that's where my niece lived. So they knew I was coming over. So they saw me walking by and they wondered, why isn't he coming in? It was because I wasn't quite finished pacing off the distance to, again, that fallacious, overinflated, way too distant sun that sun worshippers have foisted on the world. So I reminded her of how I had been pacing that out and saying, so if the Earth was a 3.5-inch globe at Dad and Mom's place, then their ridiculous sun would have to be beyond her home. And they live several long blocks away from my parents. So as soon as that clicked in her mind, you know what she said? That's impossible! I just remembered. There's a show on TV, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? If you believe that you live on a spherical planet, spinning and orbiting the sun, you are not smarter than a fifth grader, and smarten up and get up to speed. And if you can't learn it from anyone else, learn it from her. That's impossible. Exactly. The sun is small and local, and good afternoon.